My issue is with LeBron James. And I just want to say for the record, LeBron James is full of it. And in this particular instance, as it pertains to his son, he is a liar. And he went on national television today and he lied again. You see, when he approached me while I was sitting courtside at that game against the New York Knicks, when he rolled up on me, I didn't know he was going to roll up on me. I had no idea. But when he said what he had to say, I was in no position to give any kind of retort without making a scene. It was during the third quarter. It was fresh out of a timeout. It was him walking to the basketball court. It was on national television. The cameras were rolling. And had I done something, what do y'all want me to do? You want me to act? You want this to be a reincarnation of Chris Rock and Will Smith? And
What's up, y'all? Welcome to the DeMarkco effect, where you get the full effect of me. If y'all don't know, Stephen A. Smith and LeBron Stephen A's been going at LeBron ever since this incident happened, going on different podcasts and different shows and telling people his side of the story and what he would have done on LeBron James. There's a clip where he said that, he would essentially square up with LeBron James, or he would have swung on LeBron or something. He said something in that regard to that I would have swung on LeBron James if he had done blah, blah, blah. Stephen A. Smith is a key example. Make sure y'all leave a like too for the video. Stephen A. Smith right now is operating with his emotions. And I'm going to tell you why. Anytime a situation happens, and they tell men this as well too. They tell us to not operate with our emotions, right? Which is fair. We're men, right? That's how we're wired. Emotions out the window, logic, boom, got it. Whenever something happens like this, your best bet is to, after this is filmed, and you come and say what you got to say, to leave it alone. Because now you have this 50-year-old man, I believe he's at least 50 years old, going on live television on his show, saying what he's saying about LeBron when it's not needed. He even said something like, when LeBron retired, nobody's going to be talking about him. LeBron is literally one of the best athletes in NBA history. So what are we talking about, Stephen A?
And let me state for the record that while we bring up that, let me assure you it wouldn't have gone down like that. I would have gotten my ass kicked, because had that man put his hands on me, I would have immediately swung on him. Immediately. That I'm not going to tolerate. But I knew he wasn't going to do something like that. There was no fear in my mind about it. It was shock. Because as I have repeatedly stated, I was not talking about his son. I was talking about him.
Okay, and that's fair. He wasn't talking about his son. He was talking about LeBron. But when you consistently go on television and you see what LeBron and Richard Jefferson was talking about, you're just like, yeah, Will, I didn't know. If I would have known it was about you and not about your son, then I would have reacted different. But it's like, at the end of the day, if he came to you and said exactly what he said, you have to be mature enough to leave the situation alone. And that's something that we understand in this world. You leave things alone, because what's the point of making an issue bigger? What's the point of fighting over something that's really, for you, not that serious, but for him it's serious? So what's the point of sitting here talking and making something an issue after it has been addressed to you? Your best bet is to sit there, leave it alone, not talk about it, because you are a grown man. You do have your show. You do make the money that you make, and you are someone that people look at and like, yeah, let's see what Stephen A. Smith got to say about this situation. But this is social media now. It's where people want to profit off of something because what they can do is they can make, if they can stretch this issue because they're making money off of it, that's what they're going to do. And it seems like Stephen A. Smith is doing it because it's going to give them more headlines. Even lied and said that LeBron James didn't show up to Kobe's memorial. Then he came back and apologized and said, "Oh, I'm sorry because I lied." But if you weren't thinking emotionally, you wouldn't have had to lie about a situation if you just let the situation go. And that's my point. Let the situation go. Emotions, leave it. Continue to live your life. Make your money. And obviously this is making him more money. But you're going to get to a point to where, as a man, you have to mature. You have to leave certain situations alone because it's not worth it. But other than that, make sure y'all leave y'all thoughts down below. Leave a comment down below. Obviously, which is a thought. Thoughts and comments, same thing. But also make sure y'all leave a like for the algorithm. It's free. It doesn't cost anything. For the person that just subscribed, welcome and I love you. For anybody else that's already subscribed, I love you already. I love all of y'all. I appreciate y'all. Have a good evening, a good day, a good morning, a good night, wherever y'all at. And I'll see y'all.